We have been duped. Well, maybe not you personally, but I'm referring to the nation as a whole. Let me explain. The United States is in serious trouble. One big reason for this is a 20th century idea that has taken up residence in the minds of many Christians, resulting in the salt losing its savor and being trodden underfoot. The idea I'm referring to is the sacred secular divide, or SSD for short. What's SSD about? Well, simply put, SSD sees Christianity as relevant to one's personal life or to what goes on in a church, but not relevant to what goes on in the public square. The idea of separation of church and state is being confused with separation of Christianity and state. These two ideas are not the same. Viewing Christianity as a private, personal matter, not relevant to public affairs, economic policy, law, or education, may seem normal to many today. But our founding fathers did not think this way. Yes, it's true they did not want a state church, as England had, but they welcomed Christianity's effect on public affairs and institutions, and they expected Christianity to influence society far beyond the four walls of churches. What evidence do we have for this? Well, for starters, here's what the U.S. Supreme Court declared in 1892. Our laws and our institutions must necessarily be based upon and embody the teachings of the Redeemer of mankind. It is impossible that it should be otherwise. And in this sense and to this extent, our civilization and our institutions are emphatically Christian. When the French historian Alexis de Tocqueville visited the United States in 1831 to find out what made this country tick, he noted this: I do not know whether all the Americans have a sincere faith in their religion, for who can search the human heart? But I am certain that they hold it to be indispensable to the maintenance of republican institutions. The Americans combine the notions of Christianity and of liberty so intimately in their minds that it is impossible to make them conceive the one without the other. Tocqueville noted how different this was from his native France, where religion was never mixed with the public square. The policy is called laïcité, which literally means secularity. But America is uniquely different, at least we used to be. The biblical plumb line Americans formerly used to assess the validity of law, government, economics, education, as well as views on marriage, family, and gender, has been replaced by a different measuring stick, one that stretches or shrinks to fit the personal likings or dislikings of each individual. You have your truth, and I have mine. Moral order is self-determined, and values are clarified subjectively. There's no objective plumb line whatsoever. This is postmodern, secularized individualism. How's this new measuring stick working out? There has been a major sleight of hand in our land. We have been duped. The outcome of postmodern secularized individualism has been the divorce of Christianity from government, from business, from education, and among Christians, a bad case of SSD, the division of life into two bifurcated spaces, the sacred and the so-called secular. But if Christ is Lord of all, and he's the creator and owner of everything, then where exactly is this so-called secular realm? How can he be irrelevant to anything, public or private? Our challenge as Christians is to eliminate the sacred-secular divide from our view of the world and our role in it. And we do have a role in this temporal world. That role is to be fully who we are in Christ wherever we are in the world, sprinkled like salt throughout the whole spectrum of human endeavor, flavoring the whole bowl of soup. Business, media, arts, education, politics, you name it. Let me conclude with a word from the founding father, Noah Webster, who said this: No truth is more evident to my mind than that the Christian religion must be the basis of any government intended to secure the rights and privileges of a free people. Any system of education which limits instruction to the arts and sciences and rejects the aids of religion, that is, Christianity, in forming the character of citizens is essentially defective. We are in need of a course correction, and to that end, I invite you to avail yourself of the free online course, Eliminating the Sacred-Secular Divide, available at the link below. There's a lot at stake here. This course will provide some hope.